All right now, well, another day, another dollar. I come out here and been working on the car a little bit. Made a video. Made about 8 minutes worth of videos the other day when my turbo come about the different sizes of the turbo. Compared them because I took the turbo off my car to see where that would fit at. So I pulled my turbo off. Done a little comparison between the size difference, the ins, the outs. Whole bunch of crap I talked about. Well, looks like I deleted it. My own fault, because normally I go through and every day I clean my messages out of my phone. Every time I check all my YouTube stuff, I keep it checked out. And that's how I can stay on top of everything, to where I try to reply to everybody and all that, is because it pops up in my mailbox and I go through everything and I stay on top of it. I delete stuff. I don't leave stuff in my mailbox at all. I don't care what it is. I keep it cleaned out, because it's just a pet peeve of mine to have a bunch of freaking crap in your mailbox. Plus, you mess around and you might be hitting Mark and you hit Mike, or you might hit somebody else. Hell, I might be talking crap about one of y'all, not one of my subscribers. I'm talking about you, Derek. Yeah, you, Derek. Might be talking crap about one of y'all, so I don't want to hit Derek's name if I'm talking crap about him. That would take all the fun out of it. Or like Adam Green did one day. Adam Green messaged me one day. He messaged me one day, told me he was going to give me a little history lesson on the 704 Outlaws and all this stuff. Well, he goes on preaching for a minute. I tell him I don't care. I don't give a damn. I know the history and all that stuff. Well, this fool screenshots it and sends it right back to me. And then says, oh, I don't know. My phone messed up. I didn't realize my phone messed up. I don't know why it sent that screenshot back to you. I know why I sent it back to you, because you was talking to your little boyfriends in your little group, your little message. Y'all that are huddled up mad because I done said something the wrong way, and y'all took offense to it. So you went through and sent it back to me. I ain't dumb, but it is what it is. I don't say nothing behind nobody's back I won't say to your face. Just the kind of person I am. I'm just a truthful person. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. If you don't like something I do, just say it. It don't bother me. You know what I mean? Like, we can hash it out, fight it out. You can cash me out. Whatever you want to do, it don't matter to me. But anyway, I made this freaking video 8 minutes long, and I deleted it. So I guess I'll have to make another video once I pull the turbo off. I've done put the turbo back on, because I ended up, we got Shady Side Outlaw Thursday. Car's doing great. Don't want to do no changes on it, because the car is doing pretty good. So I ended up putting the turbo, sorry about that. I ended up putting the turbo back on it and all that, because we got some racing this weekend and stuff like that. If it lives past Thursday, we're going to go down to Greer on Saturday and do the Outlaws versus 864 stuff. But I put turbo back on it because I'm going to have to move my hot side over like a ½ inch, few odds ends. But the biggest thing is my injector duty cycle. My injector duty cycle on the 495 pass was 103%. I've had 110 before, but the fuel pressure was 60, and that's why the injectors were high, because my alternator ain't charging. My alternator stopped charging a few weeks ago. I've been taking a charger to the track, charging it. Did not charge it before the first pass. Second pass, the injector duty cycle dropped down and wasn't as bad because the battery voltage was up. So this week I ended up, my charger, I had took my charger. I've had the car on 16 volts ever since back when I raced Billy the Kid back at 710. My fuel system car, it was running like, it had been 515 at 135 on 22 pounds of boost. Took a 710, car worked flawless. Alternator belt had come off. But when the alternator belt come off, going into round 4, my fuel system being maxed, Nigel said, man, you don't need to run your car. He was like, you're going to melt it down if you run it. And I was like, well, I do got a lot of money in the car, and for the money that I can win and or maybe even get past this round and the next round not be able to show up because we got a hurt motor, I said, I'm not going to do that. Ended up, they split the round the next round. So alternator belt cost me $4,400, so that's what they ended up all taking home, the last 6 people, and we were number 7. So ever since then, I put the car on 16 volts. The car's done good on 16 volts. I've had one alternator go bad, sent it back, had it fixed, sold it to Adam Green. Adam Green had issues out of it so he sent out and had it fixed the other day. Well, then I've had this alternator on there for like a month. it stopped charging. Well, I had the wrong pulley on it, so I know I was overspinning it. No big deal about that. I'll send it back and get it fixed. But I had a 16-volt battery in the car that worked great. I bought it and a charger used. Worked great until I let it sit over the winter time, and then the battery, when I went to plug my charger up, it said it was bad. Other day at the track, I hooked my charger up on it. My new battery said it was bad. I was like, hold up, this thing ain't bad. So I ended up going through and messing around with it, got to looking, and my ground clamp, the wire was corroded. So I fixed the wire, put it on the car worked good. So I was like, well, maybe my other battery ain't bad. So I took it to the garage, hooked it up, charged it. It done well for a little bit, then it threw an alert, told me it was bad. So I done that for about 3 hours, and finally ended up getting it to take a charge. Brung it home, pulled my battery out, stuck it in. It fired the car up. It ran. The car was charging again for some reason. So all that, checking all that stuff out, I was like, well, heck, I'll just add the second battery in on it. So took my battery box out. We put weight in the car to make Shady Side Outlaw anyways. So I was like, well, I'll just put this extra 45-pound battery in here. We drop 45 pounds out from under the car. Trades off, ain't that big of a deal. So I ended up put the second battery in the car, run parallel, got all that stuff took care of. The alternator for some reason is back to charging again. So we don't know how long that's going to live. We're going to bank our life on it, but until after this Thursday, Friday, I'll send the alternator out to get it repaired if it's not charging again, So I figured we just probably overspun it, and the armature might have got glazed or something like that in it. But I've took it, bring it home. The only issue we've had from last week to this week, the flex plates bolts come back barely loose. It was making a little bit of a noise. I ended up going through and I took in, just a minute ago, I was able to stick a wrench up in there and tighten them up without taking anything loose. I ain't worried about it. Actually, Charles Tyree said he has the SFI flex plate that I can get, or where we're going to do some trading on. So I'm probably just going to put it on there. And somebody told me they were going to send me some ARP bolts. So hopefully that'll take care of my issue until I build another motor where the balance is right. But I know it has to be the balance of having 2 K1 rods and 6 Manley rods. The Manley rods are larger. The crank was balanced for K1 rods. So, and they were also balanced for a 3.80 bore, and this is a 3.81 bore. It's 10 over that. So I know the balance is off. I didn't care. We wanted to make races. Right now we're PB a mile an hour in ETs. So this old raggedy patched up motor is doing pretty good. But we got Nikki out here tonight. She said that she's tired of seeing the car so dirty. Every week, if I ain't working on it, the car just sits here until Thursday. I throw it on the trailer. I stop by the car wash. I half-ass spray it off, drag it onto the track. We race it. We don't worry about it. But she says she's going to come out here and give it a good old shine job. She's going to clean it up for me. So anytime I can sit down and not have to do nothing, she can do it. But don't tell her.
I do everything. I do a lot of stuff. You don't give me credit for half of the stuff I do.
If I didn't critique her so much at everything she does, she wouldn't be so good at what she does. Behind every woman is a good man that taught her to be that way. Y'all know that. Every great woman, there's a guy that trained her up on that. You just know that. You just know that. There's a guy like me that trained them. Give him the 5-finger discount right there.
Oh, yeah.
Teach her a lesson.
Sounds good.
I'm just playing. Hey, you missed a spot. Look at that rubber. Look, you're going to have to get down and get that rubber off right there. Look at that. Look at them fingers. Look at them dirty fingers. She's going to have to get out here and clean that up. But anyway, I got...
You told me not to mess with them.
We're going to get you on them today.
Yeah, I got to get something to figure out how to get it off.
Yeah, them elbows, the muscles.
You told me a while back it messed the paint up.
It ain't going to. We ain't worried about no paint. But anyway, I got the bolts tight. Everything's looking good. We're ready for Thursday. Let's fire it up, and I got the torque converter bolts tight and see what it sounds like. Sound like Darius Daddy. Look at that oil pressure. Look at that oil pressure still rocking and rolling. Not too bad for some used rods, used bearings, used crank. Not sounds like a Windsor killer to me. Shady Side Outlaw, Derek, where you at, son? Bring that thing. Get ran over by some old junk. Get ran over by some old junk, Derek. You know what time it is. Got the cooler in the back, son. $1 million race car will get run over when you bring that thing to Outlaw. Watch. Now I'm stopped giving Derek Reynolds hell. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later.
Wait, you got
Like, share, subscribe, comment. Oh, what do I need to tell them? You want me to tell them?
Tell everybody if they come Thursday, they have to wear shirts.
Anybody that's coming to the track Thursday that wants a shirt, come by and see Nikki. She has shirts. We have shirts for everybody. I've done pretty much everybody that's told me they wanted a shirt. I've already took the order for, and we got that pretty much. Everybody's gonna meet us at the track and all that. We got a new shirt design coming out here in a few weeks. We'll have them. They're in different colors. It's gonna be a pretty cool little shirt. And then the Boost is My Friend shirts, I call these the Gen 2 shirts because the writing's a little bit bigger and the color's a little bit deeper on the back of them. So he done a little bit different on this shirt than the normal ones. But they look good. So anybody that wants them local that's come to the track, hit me up or just come to the track out there and come see us. We'll have shirts for you. And then we got like 36 shirts left. So after Thursday, what shirts are still left, I'm going to make a list and I'm going to let the rest of y'all know. That way it don't kill me in shipping. It's just one of them things because freaking this FedEx, y'all know how I feel about FedEx right now. Not too happy about you. If you work at FedEx, I'm not happy with you. Sorry. Some of y'all at FedEx are all right. I'm going to tell you something. The other day when I was at FedEx, I thought about putting my application in. Never seen so many people walking in and out of a place with a smile on their face on a Friday getting off work. I mean, I'm usually happy on Friday getting off work, but usually like that happy, the happy I seen on them faces, I'm sitting there at the gate, watch all these people smile walking in, and I realize now why they're so happy. They're happy because they done pissed off all you people. If I could just sit around and piss people off, I'd leave work happy as hell too. I get there's what's the old saying where people find comfort in misery, so that they get their jocks off and laugh and have a good time at your misery, at your expense. They know they're ruining your day, so they're having a good old time. So anyways, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later.